Kicked out. What is that? Well then. Ugh. Void grasping. I'll become stronger. Let's start training. Now that I think about it, I'm starting to get annoyed. You guys have been having all the fun without me, hanging out at the Murim Alliance and the Imperial Palace, and now they call on me. Come here, go there, come here, go there. I'm not some servant. Did you give me a single penny? Did you buy me a single outfit? What's that? Well. I don't know where you heard that we're just going to accept everyone, but, don't make me repeat myself twice. Listen carefully. The entrance exam will be conducted in 5 stages. You have to pass all 5 stages to be admitted. The application fee for the entrance exam is 1 niang. Of course, you can also take the exam for free, but you have to sign a waiver saying that we won't be held responsible if you die during the exam. Asking for 1 niang is already outrageous, but asking us to sign a waiver saying that you won't be held responsible if we die. Are you implying that I should just die if I don't have money? Come out, gatekeeper. There's always a ruckus wherever the young master goes. I didn't know the announcement of the Supreme Dragon Tournament would receive this much attention. It's not easy to sweep the top ranks. Anyway, there will be a surge of applicants for a while, but with the ridiculous amount of money we're charging as the entrance exam fee, at least 7 out of 10 will drop out. Nevertheless, those who want to pay money to take the test can be beaten up and sent away. I can't tell if this is a martial arts school or a business. It may not happen, but just in case, let the 4th test be conducted by the Supreme Master Daiju. Yeoak will conduct the 1st exam, and the 2 of you, figure out the 2nd and 3rd. Why am I conducting the 1st? In the spar against me, Myung-jin came in 1st, Hwa-yun came in a close 2nd, and you're a good way behind in 3rd place. You're the one who slacked off the most, so it's natural that you conduct the 1st test. Just you wait. I'll get my revenge someday. So, can I take the 2nd exam? Everyone will be expelled, so as part of my training, I will take the 2nd test. It's not training, it's practice. Don't let anyone in, do it right. Senior brother. Do I have to tell you exactly where and what I'm doing? Is there a reason you can't tell me? Anyway, is everything done with refining the Chanhajang formation? It's now perfect, to the point where no one can break it. Then take a look at this too. I'll pay you as much money as you want. I knew you'd do this. You said I didn't have the talent for formations before, TSK. Go look for someone else. Humph. Hey, brother. What? I don't mind leaving tomorrow, so have a drink or catch up with your friend today. What drink? Let's leave right away. Where are you going to go after leaving me here? Why don't you ask someone else? Shaolin Temple. Don't you want to go together? Yeah, Shaolin Temple. The North Star of the righteous martial arts world and the place where all martial arts began. A place where those who fell into the trap of the Buddha, shaved their heads, and became monks gather. Buddha. Humph. Senior brother, you seem to have a constitution that feels uncomfortable everywhere. You're being noisy. Please tell Master Myung-hae that Hwa-yun's envoy has arrived. I will guide you to the abbot. Why is it so quiet? Now you even find silence uncomfortable. Silver Moon Heart Sword Technique. Your father was more worried about what would happen to you than this secret book. It would have been much better if I had come with your father and looked for it. Father. Silver Moon Heart Sword Technique. Hwa-yun's family was slaughtered by the blood cult because of the secret book that recorded this internal energy technique. Ah. Now that I think about it, it's really strange. The blood demon's martial arts seemed to have found a different solution. It didn't have to be the internal energy technique that contained the essence of equilibrium. So, I wonder why the bastard who even absorbed demonic energy wanted that internal energy technique so badly. Master, you have a guest. I can sense a great energy. Do you know who that is? The leader of the Murim Alliance, Sword King Namgung Jin. Why is he here? He didn't come all the way here just to meet me, right? I thought he pretended not to know me even though we met several times before. It's the same with the blood cult, and what Cheol Musong, the leader of Sapi did. I only found out about the unfortunate incident between Nokrim and the Heavenly General after Jin Sachiok died. The Murim Alliance has been indebted to you in many ways. It was nothing. My brother always mentioned you whenever we met. I still vividly remember the smile my brother had on his face whenever he did. I wonder how much you've heard about me. How much? I'm curious about that too, which is why I came here to meet you. May I check for myself? I don't know how you knew I was coming to Shaolin Temple, but the fact that you came all the way here to see how strong I am. Okay. I don't know what your intentions are, but... Even if you learn martial arts other than the sword, you have the ideal constitution to reach the peak. I heard that he was sick and on the verge of death, but it seems like he achieved a complete recovery through training. Oh. It's an incredible amount of internal energy that I can't even fathom. If you know how to freely use this vast amount of internal energy. This is undoubtedly the realm of transcendence. Maybe my brother's words that you might have even surpassed me are true. However, this is not enough. I have to see it for myself by fighting you with the sword, but for now. Why are you hesitating so much? I thought you were asking for permission to check my strength. Huh. There are many ways for you to see what I have accomplished, even if it's not with a sword. Ha ha ha. It seems that this old man is being cautious out of his old age. I have committed the rudeness of limiting you to just the sword. It was never because I looked down on you. You will have to be prepared. To see my entire being, you will have to show me everything that you have accomplished. Mount Songshan trembled violently, causing a great commotion. The young monks clutched my robes in handfuls and cried so loudly, I had a hard time comforting them. I apologize for any inconvenience I may have caused you. Thanks to you, I had a wonderful encounter, Master. You were hesitant to meet him because there are many eyes and ears on you. So it was your brother who taught him. How was that child? Haha. Master, your hand. The words of my late brother were all true. He far surpasses me, he's a peerless genius, comparable to Master Zhang Sanfeng. He may even reach the level of Bodhidharma, he'll become an unparalleled martial artist in all of history. It seems you have reached your limit. Please stop here. You will get hurt. Don't worry about me. I can endure this much. I poured almost everything I had achieved in my life into that strike. But there was no need to cross swords. I wonder what would have happened if that child had not immediately withdrawn his technique. If everything you're telling is true. Then what will you do now, Master? Right. What should I do? Isn't it already too late to rectify this with our own strength? We desperately need the power that that child possesses so as to not burden our future generations. Those who are desperate, do we even have the right to ask that child to come forward? Don't reproach yourself. The choice you made that day was certainly not the right one, but it was the best you could do in a situation where there was no room for any other choice. We must find a way to contain that child somehow. I think this was also the reason why your brother frequently mentioned that child. Long time no see, Yunho. This voice is Buddha. How have you been all this time? What's this place? Where have you brought me? This is your dream. My dream? Who do you think you are, barging into someone else's dream without permission? Do you want to die? You're still the same, I see. Care to take a walk with me? A walk? Sure, let's stroll around the moon. I knew something was wrong. I used up quite a bit of my internal energy, so I should be tired, but for some reason, I can't sleep. I should have known I'd have this kind of nightmare. It seems like you had a good time with that child. Are you mocking me? Do you want to hear me say thank you? According to the law of cause and effect, you and that child met again as a result of a certain cause. I was just watching. Nonsense. So, you're telling me that me being forced to live a human life in this sickly body of Ha Yunho had nothing to do with you at all? Of course not. It's because of the law of cause and effect. Seeing his expression not change even while telling such obvious lies, it's not because of me. Enough. I had something I was curious about, so since we've met, let me ask you. Is something happening in the yokai realm? Why? Do you still have any lingering attachment? That's not it at all. You would understand why I'm asking that if you were paying attention. The blood demon has absorbed a strange energy from an unknown source. If you think the answer lies in the yokai realm, then get your fox bead back and go find out for yourself. My fox bead? If you get your fox bead back, you will regain your powers and become a yokai again. Of course, once you become a yokai again, you will never be able to return to your human life as Ha Yunho. You know very well what I went through to become human, and yet you're telling me to become a yokai again. This little snout, is that all? I'm telling you again, I have no attachment to the yokai realm. I was only concerned because there might be something that shouldn't exist in the human realm. The fox bead is still yours. I'm merely holding it safe for you. If you want it back, you can have it anytime. I'll think about it when my human body dies. He showed up in my dream and made a mess of it. Did you pack your emergency supplies properly? Yes, I put them in my pocket and wrapped them around my body with a cotton cloth. I told you I would take care of it, you didn't have to do that. Are you leaving now? How is your hand? The Shaolin Temple's medicine is quite excellent. Of course, I'll have to use my left hand for a while, but that's all, disciple. Did the master just call senior brother disciple? He did. There's your position to consider, but is it appropriate for you to call me that when I'm not affiliated with the alliance? You're my brother's disciple, so I'm going to call you that. Who dares to defy my will? Disciple. I'll stop by on my way back and convey my intentions directly. Disciple. That's it. This is the type of constitution that makes you lose weight when you eat food that is forcefully spoon-fed to you. I'll try to get my family's patronage for my disciple so that it will be a great help in the future. I think it would be enough to occasionally meet to discuss swordsmanship over a cup of tea. Then, if you have free access to the Murim Alliance and can meet me freely without any cumbersome procedures, it would be more convenient for you, my disciple. I'll give you the position of leader of the Murim Alliance. The position of leader of the Murim Alliance in exchange for a cup of tea. I don't want it. I'm also sick of getting involved in troublesome matters. Even if you join the Alliance, you don't have to participate in the Alliance's affairs, and you don't have to live in the Alliance. I still don't want it. The leader is a key position that can deploy up to 200 warriors of the Alliance without permission. A lot of activity funds are also paid out every month. I don't. Wait. If I can drink tea with the leader occasionally, not have to be involved in the Murim Alliance's affairs, boss around 200 warriors like they're my own, and just receive the activity funds, then I'll make sure you're taken well care of, so I guess you'll accept the position of leader. Then, please be careful on your way back. Disciple. Senior brother. Is it okay to just give away an important position in the Alliance like that? I guess we should congratulate you, right? Well, I don't know. Wayun sect. You. Whoa. Wow. The fourth test is on a different level. You're the first to make it to the fourth test. Then I guess I'll be the first to meet the heavenly blood sword. That won't happen. So embarrassing. TCH. Can someone explain this, or did all the applicants come running at you in numbers? The only explanation is that someone stronger than us showed up. Ah. Again. I hope you won't tell me to wait again today. What the hell? He even broke the training grounds wall. Is it you? The guy who made the training ground look this way. Heavenly blood sword. What? What did you just say? I just asked you. That if you are the famous heavenly blood sword. Ha. Ha. How dare you so fearlessly address me with that name? I've already had enough of an earful from my father. Ha. It's not just the training ground they will end up destroying if they fight. Didn't Master Guwai say that the fight will be a bit difficult but nothing serious? You know nothing about Big Brother yet. I will quickly head there and deploy my protective formation to avoid damage to surrounding areas. Please be safe, Master. I'm not a master but a shaman. You would be dead if you had caused any serious damage. Anyway, the cost of repairing the training ground will only be a small amount. It doesn't matter whether he has enough money or not because I'll squeeze every last penny out of him once he wakes up. My sides feel tingly. Haha. I wonder how long it has been since I last received this powerful strike. You. What? Me? It seems you're the type to ask for introductions after beating up your opponent. What? He moves so fast that his body suddenly disappears in front of the eyes. And his movement easily surpasses the Peng family head. Such a strange fist strike. I can't believe you're fine after receiving my Heavenly Demon's Annihilation Fist. It seems the gossip about you might not be all rumors after all. It was the Heavenly Demon's Annihilation Fist, the most powerful martial art of the Heavenly Demon cult. Are you the leader of the Heavenly Demon cult? If that's the case, will you hesitate while fighting me? The leader of the heavenly demon cult. Master mentioned him before a few times. The heavenly demon is not evil but has a strange personality. But what matters is why this demonic cult bastard is after me. It's impossible to fight me with just one hand. Unsheath your blade. Heavenly blood sword. Don't call me with that title. I'm telling you. Or. You're hesitating. A sword with the power to cut the blood demon with a single slash is also powerful enough to hurt me. If you are worried that the heavenly demon cult will use this incident as an excuse to wage war against the Muram Alliance. War with the heavenly demon cult, sounds fun. Don't get the wrong idea, heavenly demon. The reason for my not drawing my sword. Emergency barrier formation. What? Big brother. Lady Hua Yun is so worried about this. I can't guarantee that this hastily laid barrier formation will last for long enough. Great work, Li Riang. I couldn't draw my sword before because I was worried the manor would be damaged. This selfish little bastard thought. I wasn't drawing my sword because I was afraid of him. Such a funny little brat. While fighting the heavenly demon cult's leader, Bei Weiyang, you didn't draw your sword because you were worried about damaging the manor. Who? The heavenly demon cult's leader. Huh? Don't spout nonsense carelessly. Because the things and people inside the Hua Yun sect are the ones I must protect. He just swung his sword once. This is it. The answer to the question I've been seeking. Someone who has entered the highest realm, finally showed up. Don't blame me. Your era will end if you end up dying here. Heaven-shattering sword. Heaven-shattering sword. A sword that shatters the heavens. This sword art has such a wonderful name that I won't mind if I end up dying after this. Heavenly Demon's Annihilation Fist. Second Sword. Moon Descending Slash. Big brother. Big brother. Here you are. Are you alright? Are you hurt anywhere? Can't you see? What about the leader of the heavenly demon cult? Did he die? They say he is a legend and the only person in the Muram's list of 24 strongest who can rival the Sword Emperor Namgong Jin. Even the blood demon couldn't withstand my sword. Tenacious bastard. Does he refuse to fall down even after losing consciousness? What? He's the leader of the heavenly demon cult. That's what he said. He said he was Bei Weiyang, the leader of the heavenly demon cult. The fact that the leader of the heavenly demon cult appeared alone in the Central Plains, even in the past, there were hardly any instances of this. Since you have defeated him, you must know well. Were his martial arts skills really at a level to be the leader of the heavenly demon cult? The real leader of the heavenly demon cult? There's a possibility that he's an imposter pretending to be the leader of the heavenly demon cult. If he was only at the level of an average master, then he could be suspected of being an imposter, but that's not the case. He was at least as strong as the leader of the Murim Alliance. Did you fight the master of the Alliance too? Ha! If the young master has made such a judgment, then he must be the real leader of the heavenly demon cult, Lady Surin. To compare the martial arts skills of the leader of the Alliance and the leader of the heavenly demon cult so indifferently. How strong are you, young master? Oh. I have nothing. A single silver piece is all I possess. Then how are you planning to pay to repair the training hall to its original state? The heavenly demon cult's guards will soon come looking for me. Then all the problems will be solved, so don't worry. I'm so hungry after using my strength for the first time in a while. Bring me some food. I don't care if you're hungry or not. Why did you come to me? Well, I'd like to give you a good reason, but I don't have one. I just wanted to check you out myself because there are so many rumors about you. Rumors tend to be exaggerated, so I thought you couldn't be that strong, but I was way off the mark. I didn't know that you would overcome the wall I couldn't and reach a higher level. You must be quite embarrassed to have mastered the heavenly demon divine art and still be no match for me. No, I am actually rather pleased. Because I now have a new goal to strive for in my training. We are the heavenly demon guards. We greet the cult master. You've done well. It really is the heavenly demon guard of the heavenly demon cult. There seems to be no room for doubt anymore. Change your clothes and gather here again. There is something you must deal with immediately. I asked the Lord of Chanhajang, and he told me you were staying here. Since there is quite a bit of commotion, it looks like the construction hasn't been completed yet, right? It was true. I told you it wasn't a joke. No matter how friendly the leader of the Alliance is to me, there's no way he'll be happy about the leader of the heavenly demon cult being here. Do whatever it takes to keep that bastard in the training hall. I'll do my best. My disciple is now the leader of the Murim Alliance. The conditions for taking over as the leader are the same as I mentioned before. It is not right to force someone who is unwilling to take the position, and pass on the Alliance leader's token through someone else. If you're done with your business, please leave now. I'm a bit busy right now. Ha! Even so, I came here in person, you can't even have a cup of tea with me. That Nangung bastard is still as clueless as ever. I told you to somehow keep him in check, so why? You've gotten old. The last time I saw you, your hair was just starting to gray. Ha! His tone of voice suggests that they've interacted in the past quite a bit. Heavenly demon. How did you get here? If you are thinking of tying the heavenly blood sword to the Murim Alliance, it is already too late. The heavenly blood sword passed my test not long ago and, he has agreed to become the next leader of the heavenly demon cult after me. Young master. I hope what that bastard just said isn't true. Master, please step aside for a moment. Get out of here if you're going to keep yapping like a dog and bothering people. If you want to drink tea with me, shut up and come over here and sit down. You bastard cult leader. I was just joking. You used to drink like a fish, but now you're refusing alcohol. What's gotten into you? I'm abstaining from alcohol during my training. You used to say you could drink and fight the next day without a problem. Anyway, what's it like receiving training from the guy who brought us such a disgrace? Is there anything to be achieved? To be honest, I would beat him up right now if it weren't for my father's orders. That's a shame. Oh, about that arrogant woman who put a sword to my throat at the Supreme Dragon competition. What's her relationship with that merchant's son? Why are you asking that? I can't bear to leave her by herself. She's known as the Flower of Murim, and she's so beautiful that she attracts the attention of all men, so if they have no other connection, I want to make her my concubine. You look so tired. You've come at the right time. Father. I feel like if I watch them any longer, I might end up making a huge mistake. Huh? Father, please step in and mediate between these two. Mediate? Who are you talking about? The leader of the Murim Alliance and the leader of the Heavenly Demon Cult. Say what? The Murim Alliance is always so carefree, it seems. And you're so busy here building the training hall. How did someone like you become the leader of the Alliance? Anyone can be the leader of the Heavenly Demon Cult if they just master the Heavenly Demon Divine Art. We're already out of alcohol. Everyone enjoys drinking on days when there is no training except for Master Myungjin. There is a good brewery near the market, so I'll go get some. You could ask Master Surin to get some, but is that necessary? Master Surin went straight to Chanhajang in the morning because the Lord of Chanhajang was looking for her. Then I'll go with you to the brewery. Master Manju too. I don't really know anything about this place, even though I've been living here all this time. TSK. Do you know you're going to lose to the same trick again, Master Myungjin? It must be satisfying to see them grow day by day. Do I look satisfied right now? Hup. Didn't you say he was the leader of the Nokram? He's a decent fighter, but he's only learned a little bit of everything, so he's training from the basics again. He reminds me of my past self. Can I help him a bit? Although I'm not as good as you, I'm also confident in my teaching methods. By trying to hit hard, your balance is off and you end up hitting different spots each time. Try relaxing your body and focus on hitting the same spot slowly and consistently. Ah, yes. Myungjin. Why isn't Weian in the training hall? She seemed to be going somewhere this morning. She left without telling me. She said she was going to Chusui Brewery. Seems like it's been more than an hour since she left. If it's Chusui Brewery, she should already be back by now. Maybe she's looking around the market. Should we go look for her? Well, there can't be anything big going on. It's all right. Go and take care of your work. The woman who was with her was taken care of. She had a better grasp in martial arts than you said. The men from the Dragon Wind unit were seriously injured, so I sent them back first. It seems like she's gotten stronger since the tournament. Damn it. Looking at how she's tied up like that, she's nothing more than a weak woman. You too, that merchant's son. I will return now. Move the woman to the secret room in the family's underground prison. Yes, my lord. Oh no. The person was alive and well until this morning. I couldn't believe it because there was blood all over the place, far off the road, and there were signs of someone having had a big fight. She was lying dead in a dry ditch nearby, cut down by a sword. What about Weian? I'm sorry. About Master Manju. I couldn't find anything related to Master Manju. Could it be, the remnants of the blood cult killed Master Weian? No, that can't be it. If it were the blood cult, there wouldn't be these kinds of wounds. These wounds are from the sword of the righteous faction. Even as she was dying, This poor woman seemed to want to tell you this. Wait a minute, that jade stone. Damn it. Who is that bastard? Who did this? That jade stone is an ornament for the swords of the Dragon Wind unit of the Moyong family. Coincidentally, the master of the Dragon Wind unit is none other than Moyong Su, the son of Moyong Hu, the head of the Moyong family. When I met him the other day, he seemed to be very angry, by the humiliation he suffered from you at the Namgung clan and the fact that he lost to Master Wayan at the tournament. So, if you're asking why he did this, I can't say for sure, but that bastard Moyong Su is a crazy bastard who sometimes goes so far off the rails that no one can handle him. Moyong Su. To you, it may just be entertainment or an outlet for your anger. But to me, it's an unforgettable nightmare. Look closely. And see what you have done. Stop. Heavenly Blood Sword. Didn't Master Peng's son say he wasn't sure either? Heavenly Demon. Even if it really was that bastard, the Moyong family is a prestigious family of the righteous faction. A prestigious family? Let me make it clear, I don't care about that. Just listen to me. If you go looking for Master Wayan and swing your sword recklessly, those who should be on your side may turn against you. Do you think I would care about such things? Ha Yunho. Don't you understand what I'm saying? If you block me again, I'll cut you down. Heavenly Demon. Shit. The entire Murim is going to be turned upside down because of one bastard from the Moyong family. What are you saying? Are you crazy? Why did you follow his orders? I had no choice but to do it after being threatened that he would attack Wayan alone if I didn't help him kidnap her. This. How dare he? I told him to stay quiet until he was announced as the next head of the family. Heavenly Blood Sword. He's now under the patronage of the Emperor as well as the leader of the Murim Alliance. Even if we manage to resolve this matter, his notoriety will surely leave a big stain on Su's reputation. Where is Su right now? He's in the secret room of the underground prison. Listen carefully, Unit Commander. You know nothing about what happened today. Immediately tell Su that I'm looking for him and strictly control the mouths of Dragon Unit members who accompanied you. Understood. I will take care of Lady Wayan and take her back to her sect. No. Just kill her. Dismember her body into 12 pieces and burn them, then dump the remains in a river far from this province. My lord. How could I? Huh? What the? Is it an earthquake? Just kill her. Dismember her body into 12 pieces and burn them, then dump the remains in a river far from this province. My lord. How could I? Huh? What the? Is it an earthquake? We were in the middle of getting hot and heavy, damn it. What's going on? It's the main gate. Hurry to the main gate. I mean, what is happening? The atmosphere around here is strange. What's happening? All we know is that someone broke down the main gate and invaded the compound. Unit Commander. I thought I told you to silence your subordinates. What? Are they inside? Or are some of them still outside? Where are they? Outside. There's someone outside. Who the hell are you? What are you doing trespassing here at this late hour? I can sense Wayan's energy here. Mo Yong-su. There's no need to call out that good-for-nothing bug. What? Would you look at that? Such a crazy bastard. Not only are you trespassing, but you're also insulting Lord Moyong, the eldest son of the family. What? What was that? What did he do? I'm here to take back Weian, who was kidnapped by Mo Yongsu. Try to stop me and I'll gladly spill your blood. The heavenly blood sword. My lord. You should rescind your order before things get worse. I don't intend to rescind it, so hurry up and carry it out. This. Damn it. The heavenly blood sword is about to strike us down. Is this really the time to be worrying about your son's safety? I'm so sick of having to follow such orders all the time. My lord. Come out now. Let's go outside. My lord. And my lord. This crazy. What the hell did you do? Ugh. Monster. A monster. He's not human. If this continues, everyone is going to die. Don't back down. How can you call yourselves the warriors of the Moyong family? All you do is hide in the shadows and crack the whip. You seem to know very well that deceiving them will only increase the number of victims. Strangely enough, it's as if you're encouraging them to march to their deaths. Could it be that you intend to gain sympathy by using the sacrifices of those who died when this is all exposed to the world? You're trying to cover up your son's indecent actions with their sacrifices to make it look less severe. If you're going through all this trouble to protect him, you're a son of AB*TCH, Moyong-hu. That brat is incredibly cunning. Don't listen to his nonsense. The Huayan he's looking for isn't here. No matter what his motives are, he's just a murderer who's using the unfortunate incident that happened with my son in the past as an excuse to pin a false accusation on him and commit a horrific atrocity. You even keep barking like a dog. His mouth is just as dangerous as his sword when it comes to dealing with this situation. If I can't stop his sword here, I need to shut his mouth at least. We can't let that wicked bastard live. I'll personally step in to fight, so attack him now. I am Moyong-hu, the rebel sword. One of the 24 masters of Murim. I am different from the 4 kings of Murim. I, the master of the flower sword technique, who has pushed it to its limits. The one who once deflected the sword king's sword over 10 times. I assure you, your sword will not last more than 5 strikes and will be overwhelmed by my technique, leaving you completely bewildered. If we exploit that opening and attack him together, we can definitely inflict a fatal blow that will render him unable to speak freely. Ha! For a son of AB*TCH like you, using this sword is excessive. Fast. It can't even be compared to the Sword King's sword. Arg. Even the Lord was defeated with a single blow. All those who have been sacrificed so far were deceived by your Lord. I will give a chance to live to the ones who doubt what is true. Sheath your swords and step out of the way. And don't draw your swords again until I leave this place with Huayan. Big brother. Yes, I'm here. How dare someone like Moyong-su? I saved her this time. Thankfully, the nightmare has passed. Have you heard of the shining sword? The one that supposedly reduced the Moyong family to ashes not too long ago. I heard that it was the work of the Heavenly Blood Sword. In fact, the Heavenly Blood Sword's new alias is the Shining Sword. They say that his sword shone so brightly that night that it outshone even the moonlight. So how many people died that night? Over 100, I guess. That's terrifying. He cut down over 100 warriors single-handedly in one night. But why would the Shining Sword do such a heinous act? There are so many rumors about that. Even I'm cautious about what I say. Lady MANHWA. Sure. How was the atmosphere of the meeting? The evidence revealed that Moyong-su kidnapped Lady Wayan, and the head of the Moyong family, Moyong-hu, plotted a malicious scheme to cover it up, and it was even admitted as evidence. The Namgung family did not express any opinions, as the leader must remain neutral. Only the Peng family of Hebei and the Wudang sect supported that the Shining Sword's actions were justified. Everyone else apart from them thought it was too excessive. Just as I expected. So, what was decided in the end? The Moyong family were given a seclusion order for 10 years. What? An unexpected figure appeared and turned the atmosphere of the meeting upside down. I, the Admiral of the Eastern Depot, am truly troubled about how to report your opinions to His Majesty. First, Lord Ha is a teacher who instructs His Majesty in martial arts and was personally appointed by His Majesty as a third-rank Grand Master. How dare you hold the Grand Master accountable without His Majesty's permission? Also, upon examining the circumstances of the incident, we found that Lord Ha was merely trying to rescue Lady Wayan, who was kidnapped by Moyong-su. It seems that the head of the Moyong family, Moyong-hu, planned malicious schemes against Lord Ha to cover up his son's reckless actions. Thus, this tragedy should rightfully be seen as stemming from the wrongdoings of the Moyong family. Yet you intend to hold Lord Ha accountable. Heavens! This. It looks like the young emperor directly intervened in the matters of Murim. That's not good. Anyway, it's fortunate that it ended without major chaos, isn't it? I wonder if we can really consider it fortunate. When you rushed in with fire in your eyes, I thought you were going to wipe everything out. But you only cut down about 100 men and came back. It's a bit disappointing. Though, of course, that's not a small number. At first, I intended to do just what you said. Regardless of whether Wayan was dead or alive. Don't spill too much blood. Even if there is bloodshed, avoid it as much as possible. It's something I wouldn't have considered in the past. I'm saying you did well to hold back. Seeing more blood would only disturb my sleep. Go back. What do you mean by that? You know that this incident has made me thoroughly hated by those arrogant righteous faction bastards. So there's no benefit to you sticking around with me. Ha! Your consideration for our situation brings tears to my eyes. The Peng family doesn't care about those narrow-minded bastards' opinions. Regardless of where I train, I believe it has nothing to do with their attitude. There are things you must learn from the sect leader and the family head. Whether it's martial arts or other matters, it wouldn't be bad to learn them during times like these. And if I refuse? That's fine. I'll half-kill you and send you off in a cart. I think I need to visit Nokrim for a while. You were just acting like you would bury yourself here, rather than go back. I'm not going back, but just a while ago, the new leader of the Aso clan who succeeded me, Li Du, came to see me. He said that some of the leaders of Nokrim had conspired and committed treason. So he needs my help to sort them out. It sounds like it's going to be a tough fight, but why don't you go with Lord Amyong? I don't think I need your help since the Aso clan will assist me. Shall we go to Nokrim for a walk and see the results of Li Zheguang's training? Didn't you say that seeing too much blood makes you have nightmares? If you can't handle it, don't even think about coming back. Just die there. I guess I have a reason to do this now. Wait a minute. Then I'll be off. Come back soon. Stay safe until then. I'll contact you when I arrive. Be careful. We should drink some alcohol or ginseng tonic before you leave. Aren't you coming with me? That's right. If you call me, I'll fly over like a butterfly. What the hell? Lord Howman is making all the tea I've been drinking so far that tastes like medicinal water compared to this. You're too kind, Lord Heavenly Demon. Lord Amyang, please sit down and enjoy it with me. No. How can I drink tea with you, my lord? Ha. Hop. Your sword can't be sharp if your mind is occupied. I'm sorry, I was just thinking about how I couldn't protect my mother. You did your best, but it was an unavoidable tragedy. There's no need to blame yourself. Calm down, your late mother wouldn't want you to be like this. Yes. Take a deep breath, clear your mind, and then pick up your sword again. What? Heavenly Demon. Such fierce aura. Is it the fighting spirit? It seems he couldn't resist the pull, just like me. You were growling so much I thought it was a beast, but it's a person. And not a man, but a woman. Shining sword sect. Then are you the shining sword? Go back the way you came. I can go anywhere I want. If I want to fight, I will fight anyone. Right now, I want to fight you. If I lose, you can take my life. But if I win, I will take that signboard. Shining sword sect. Alright then. Huh. Wow. For someone who uses a sword, your body is quite sturdy. Most people would be gasping for air after getting hit there. If it's you, you're strong enough to fight as long as I did with that heavenly demon. What? This woman. Her internal chi management looked clumsy and caught me off guard. I never knew that someone with a woman's body could cultivate external chi to such an extent. Of course, the shortcomings of your lack of internal chi judgment are clear. But in the process of training the external chi to the limit, there are cases where you can overcome it. In a way, it's a reminder that using internal chi is not the only answer. So who is the strongest master among those who have overcome the external chi? There is one master from Wagyeong. Maybe the old man knew the Wolf King was a woman and didn't tell me on purpose just to get another shot at me. This time for real. Huh. This. Do you keep avoiding me? Who? Gah. Ugh. Challenging someone to a fight should also be done with the right atmosphere. You're really strong. Oh. There is no discrimination between men and women when it comes to martial artists. That's the shining sword for you. Excuse me. That woman, is the Wolf King? Yes, Master Surin. But I just call her, Rabid Dog. She fights and fights and fights like a rabid dog even when she should surrender. Once, I fought with her back to back for 3 days and 3 nights. I got tired of it first because there was nothing she wouldn't do. That's what they mean by Fangs of the Wolf King, shining sword. This is crazy. Surin, isn't there anything useful to keep the Wolf King away? Well. She roams the battlefields, appearing out of nowhere, fighting and disappearing. We don't know much about her, except that she's a mysterious person. I found you. The shining sword. I slept for a while, woke up, and I am good to go. What the? You've already recovered. Huh. This old guy is here too. Long time no see. It's nice to see you, but I don't have time for you today. Let's fight. Shining sword. Whoa. This should be one of the greatest fights recorded in Murim history. I couldn't smell it, let alone taste it. Knocking her out as soon as you begin. That's harsh. If you come at me again, I'll cut you with a real blade. Commander. Let's take the Wolf King to the... She is the only one who has cultivated her external chi to the extreme to reach the level of Wagyeong. Killing her would be a waste. So you want me to keep doing this? It's not like she can't understand you. Maybe accept a few times and then compromise when the time is right. If you fight the weak, they'll either give up quickly or die and bore you to death. But if you fight the strong, you can keep fighting for a long time. It's exciting when you win, and it isn't so bad when you lose either. But if you're dead, you won't even get to enjoy your stupid fight. That's right. It's sad. So make your choice. Do you want to fight as you please and die by my hand so you can't fight anymore? Or do you ask politely and only fight me if I agree? If I ask nicely and you say yes, can I fight to my heart's content? It's more like getting beaten to death, but whatever. Okay, great. Then I'll go with that. In exchange, I have a condition too. There are 2 strong masters in the Wayang sect who can kill me. It's not every day that I come across such an opportunity. I want to stay here. That would be difficult. You can come and go and stay a day or so, but it's not a guest house and you want to eat and sleep here. What's this iron? Payment. You could sell it for a good price. Wait a second. No way, this is steel of 10,000 years. What? It is steel of 10,000 years. The hardest metal in the world, imbued with the Een of the North Sea. All the greatest swords in the world are made of this steel. So if I sell this, how much can I get? Even if you sell it for less than the market price. You could get enough to buy 5 manors the size of Wayang sect. You've become weak, old man. I see that you're still cheeky, rabid dog. I told you not to call me that. Young Ha. You'll get hurt. Get out. The royal palace has a visitor. I told them to wait until you're done practicing, but by the looks of it, it's urgent. Urgent? There's an urgent matter at the royal palace. It's been a while, Commander. Oh. Even if it hasn't, I was going to drop by the Imperial Palace soon to say thank you. Long time no see, young master. I was merely following His Majesty's orders. His Majesty would be more pleased to hear from you in person. Even if you don't, you'll be busy serving His Majesty. What brings you all the way here to see me? The imperial family's affairs are kept closely within our own circles, but to my shame, the situation has become urgent enough to call the young master. His Majesty's only sister, the princess, is missing. She regularly leaves the imperial palace to check on her people. That day, she was accompanied by twice as many soldiers than usual. But, it was way past the time she usually returned to the palace. Only the princess's horse and one of the soldiers who followed her returned. The soldier said they were passing near the small town of Ichang in Hubei province when the princess spotted a young child running away into the forest. She was worried that something might happen to the child in the middle of nowhere, so, leaving the horse by itself, she led some soldiers into the woods towards the child. She didn't return for a long time, so the rest of the soldiers went into the forest as well. The princess and the soldiers went into the forest and never returned. And based on that soldier's testimony, we sent in 1,000 soldiers. We began a frantic search for the princess. Isn't that kind of strange? To understand what was going on, we visited the neighboring villages, called Jingman, which is connected to the forest, Ghost Mountain. When asked why, they said that it was because the local women who had visited the mountain had been disappearing every year. The soldiers all died and the princess is still missing. Ghost Mountain, local women disappearing. I don't think it's a simple disappearance, either. This is why we're asking for your help. If she's still alive, that would be great, but if she ended up dead somewhere in there, please find the reason and the culprit. Come to think of it, it's almost this year's first full moon. It's that time of year when you're squinting at the full moon as if you've made a promise. The timing is perfect. No matter how I try to think about it, it's obviously a yokai. Did you just say yokai? Well, unless the princess was kidnapped by a crazed maniac who lusts after women. So there's a yokai behind it. Have you heard of a man-eater? A yokai that craves human flesh, a yokai that craves human souls, a yokai that craves both flesh and soul is called a man-eater. Whoa, you really think it's the work of a yokai? It's just an assumption. But if it's really a yokai, and that yokai is a man-eater, as strange as it sounds, there's a good chance the princess is still alive. I suppose. It's not easy to avoid the heaven's eyes and eat a human. I don't know about you, but I don't have a lot of tolerance for eating humans. How do you know that? It's like something out of a shaman's book. Ah. Anyway, ever since the yokais of the past learned that eating humans would be punished by the heavens, they captured and imprisoned humans and ate them during the eclipse of the sun, when the eyes of the heavens were blinded. Now that we're talking about it, I'm curious. Just wait. The Chongjin Almanac is a precious book given to me by my teacher. You can use this book to find out when eclipses have happened in the past and when they will happen in the future. You've got it all. About the eclipses of the present and the past, the date of the most recent eclipse. It says there will be a solar eclipse in 4 days between 1 and 3 p.m. Are you sure? Even with a margin of error, the next eclipse is definitely in 4 days. Would you look at that? I'll be back by tomorrow morning, so make sure you're ready for empty Jingman too. We're not even sure if it's a yokai yet, so why me?